Hello ladies and gentlemen, today I'll be reviewing Spiderhead. Spiderhead is a science fiction thriller directed by Joseph Kosinski, very well known for his latest film Top Gun Maverick, Only the Brave, and Oblivion. So, Spiderhead. This is a film that I said in the last review of Top Gun Maverick that I was looking forward to because of just an amazing movie that Joseph Kosinski did. Funny enough, last month he showed up with Top Gun Maverick, so now we got Spiderhead. So he did like a little double project this year. Anyways, this is a Netflix original. If you haven't noticed, I reviewed a few of them recently, and some are not the best. So yeah, Spiderhead. Let's start off with the performances of this film. We got Miles Teller, of course. He's from Top Gun Maverick, funny enough. And he is a guy who is in this facility called Spiderhead, which tests these guys who are criminals. They're not good people. And they are, they're being tested with drugs, and things start to happen. Miles Teller, when it comes to his performance, he did good. I personally think he could have done better. I'm not saying it's his fault. I'm just saying some of the problems that I'm going to talk about in this film. But I think Miles Teller did pretty good. He's a great actor. I love him in a lot of films. Whiplash is just fantastic. But yeah, Miles Teller is cool in this film. But the person that I truly did like in this movie, though, was Chris Hemsworth. I think he was something. He is way different than what he usually does for his roles. This is him stepping away from the whole action roles that he usually does to more serious drama. He's great. I think he did a good job. You really never, you always keep your eyes on the screen when he's on the screen. He's entertaining. Sometimes a little too much, a little crazy. But yeah, Chris Hemsworth was pretty good in this film. I hope he does more, I know this is like him doing some serious stuff, but I hope he continues. I think he's a really good actor, and he can get things done. I think the film Rush is one of his best dramatic roles he's ever done. So I think Chris Hemsworth has it in him, and I think with the great writers and directors, he can definitely get it done. But in this film, he did a damn good job. I always had fun when he's on the screen, and he's entertaining. The character that I didn't like that much in this film, though, was, Josue Suarez's sister or sibling. That girl, she's cool. She's okay. She doesn't get better throughout the whole movie, but in the beginning, she was kind of like childish and stuff. Her character's crazy. Not crazy, but like her emotions. She has like different emotions every scene. It's weird. I don't know, it's just weird what she did. She's okay. She's not bad. I just think she's the weakest in this film, and she's one of the main characters in this film and one of the love interests in this film, which I didn't buy that much, really. I didn't buy the love interest because it just felt random, and we didn't really see much of their, them together to really be like, okay, they love each other. They just been with each other during this whole prison thing or this experiment. And we didn't get much of it. Let's just start off with the direction of this film. One of my major gripes with this film is its tone and how much it shifts throughout the film. This film, of course, it's based on the short story by George Saunders, but I felt that this film has a shift of tone, and it's really not like it's too much, I'd say. Like in the beginning, I was getting into it, I was enjoying it, I liked the tone. I love sci-fi, okay? I'm a sucker for them. I love science fiction. I love the futuristic type of setting. It brings a lot of creativity, and I felt like this film had some. It's just some of the tone shifts really, really brought the film down, in my personal opinion. I thought it goes from like a comedy, which at times it's funny in scenes, but it's like, okay, what are we doing here? To like a serious psychological science fiction thriller, to like by the end a straight up action movie. Like it's the tone and the shifts of the tones really. It bothered me a lot in this film. I wish I could. I wish it had just a consistent tone throughout the movie, a psychological thriller tone. It would have been great. You can definitely tell this film has a lot of Ex Machina type of stuff. I've never seen Ex Machina. It's a film I should absolutely watch. But seeing clips and stuff, it really gives me that idea where it's like a guy and a scientist genius trying to figure out this invention of his, and there's a dance scene in, in Ex Machina, which this movie has a dance scene too. So I felt like this movie really did bring a lot of that film. I do like that story. I like the setting, this rich man and stuff. It's cool. It's interesting, and the characters and all that. But yeah, you can very much tell this film is definitely heavily inspired by Ex Machina. I like the direction. I like the cinematography and scenes. Some cinematography is beautiful. Some is quickie, especially in the beginning. Some of the shots are a little too fast paced, in my personal opinion. A lot of things are very hard to digest. I feel like if it would have been a much more simpler movie, which it could have, that's the problem. This movie could have been a simple premise. The premise is fantastic. I'm not saying it. The premise is incredible. And I just wish they could have done more with it instead of just this shift of a tone film with shots that are very quick and, you know, but some of the cinematography is beautiful. There is a moment, though, where I don't want to, you know, spoil anything, but the CGI or something that, like, I think Miles Teller, like, he gets in a car accident, he flies off the car, and it looks weird. Like, what the fuck? First off, that's so unrealistic. I don't know why he would survive that. If you fly off a car, you're dead. Like, you're dead. You don't survive that. You don't survive you flying off the windshield. You're dead. So I was like, okay, you didn't buy that. But, yeah, it's just a shift of tone. The writing, some of the dialogue is good, some of it is cheesy. The humor and stuff, it's just weird. It's a weird movie, and the tone shifts really just, I don't know. I don't know if George Saunders made it out to be like that, but it's a lot. But I wish this film could have just been a simple tone, and it would have made it better, and I would have liked it a little more. The costume designing is good. Everybody dresses the part. The makeup, all that is good. The music score is there. It's good. The song it's not. There's not a great music score, but in scenes, it sounds pretty good. It sounds pretty good in scenes, but like throughout the whole movie, I'm not looking at like, oh, this is a great music score. I thought specific scenes had some good score. The soundtrack had a soundtrack, funny enough, with some songs. Does it work? Yeah, it does work but it's like, it's just a tone where I don't know if it would have just been that kind of like fun tone, like the music and a little having fun and stuff, then it would have been better. It's just the shift of tone is so weird. I mean, yeah, Ex Machina had like that song "Get Down Saturday Night," but that was like one song, and that was the only moment in that movie where I think the tone shifted completely, but in a good way, where it's like so uneasy. But this movie just has shift tone after shift tone. It's not consistent. It's just not cohesive even. But yeah, there's a soundtrack. I love the songs, of course. That's me, though. Yeah, the chemistry between everybody's cool. I like the chemistry between Miles Teller and Hemsworth and the protege of his. I think their chemistry is good. The chemistry between him and Josue Suarez's sister is good, too. But, you know, like I said, I wish I saw more of it. So, what I say about this movie, I'm mixed with it, really. There's some good parts. There's some bright sides to this movie. There's moments where it's really good, but then there's moments where it's like, what's happening? This is such a complete turnaround. I'd say the first half was pretty damn good. It was pretty consistent. Again, the shift was weird. I was like, okay, what kind of film am I watching? But it was like by the third half or the third act where I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? What is happening? This is a completely shift of a tone. I am so confused. It went from like a psychological science fiction to like sometimes like kind of like a Marvel movie even. It felt kind of Marvel movie, especially with some of the action and how she's like thumbs up. Like, what is that? Is such a complete turnaround. I was so confused by it. So yeah, some of the tone shifts really bring it down. Like I said, I'm mixed with it. It's not a movie that I'm gonna forget though. I think there's moments in here that are reasonable and I can remember, and I think there's good parts of the film. It's like I said, it's just half of half with me. And with that, I gotta give it a 2.5 out of 5 stars. It's not bad, it's not shit. I just say it's like it could have been done better. With the potential that it had, it's kind of disappointing with the potential of this film. It could have been much better, but like I said, there's good parts of it. The performance of Chris Hemsworth was great to see. That was fun. It looked like he had a fun time with it. I love that. I love when actors have fun time acting. So yeah, the story, the plot, sci-fi, drugs, it's crazy. So if you're into that, you might like it a little more. Who knows? But you know me, I think it could have been way better than it was. So yeah, that is my review for Spiderhead. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next review. Peace.